friends. This is Wheezy from the What is True Podcast. Hope everyone is doing rather exquisite. This is a small clip, and if you fancy listening to the entire episode, please visit the link tree below. This is due to the heavy censorship on this particular platform, so I hope you guys understand and hope to catch you on these other platforms. Much love. The What is True Podcast. I am joined by my man, Mr. 7 C's. What's up, 7?
What's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, man. Always a treat when we get together. People get called out. So we know there will be some haters possibly listening in, but it's all good. That's what we do. We try to expose the grifters, the liars, and anything in between. How you been, my man?
Well, I went down to Florida last weekend for Bohemian Grove. Got to make sure I throw that R in there so people don't think I'm like James O'Keefe or something. And I hung out with the Nephilim Death Squad and like Sam Tripoli, Owen Benjamin, and Jake Shields. That was cool, but I think there were way too many fucking cell phones in like my proximity, and that's why I'm sick.
Yeah, man. I did think about heading up there. It was only a 2-hour drive north of me, but it's like, damn, man, I don't know. And then I don't know how many of them dudes even like me. So, man, it's probably.
I'll be honest. So when I showed up on day 2, Elijah Schaefer was there, and I've called him out multiple times about his like wellness company and 1775 coffee and all his ties. And then there was a guy there that looked exactly like JP Sears, and I was like, hold on, I'm getting set the fuck up, dude. There are too many people here. Stand your ground laws in Florida are very, very vague. These motherfuckers will say I came charging at him or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, but it's good.
A little bit sketched out.
Yeah. And man, the worst part too is so obviously truth don't pay, so money's tight. So we were looking for like a hotel down there, and the only one that we could find that was like in our price range was Oyo Hotels. Oyo, the founder of Oyo, was a Peter Thiel fellow. He was this Indian dude named Ritesh Argwal, and he started the Oyo Hotels and shit. And I swear to you, this is the first time in my life that I've stayed in a hotel room where I have zero doubt that there was a kidney harvested in that bathroom.
Holy shit.
Like, it looked fucking terrible, dude.
Sketchy as hell, huh?
Yeah.
God damn.
It was Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say it was like you could tell you could card the hotel room door with like your driver's license. It's bad,
no, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude, I seriously gave it a thought. I was like, oh man, it is only a 2-hour drive. I mean, that's not too bad, but maybe next time we'll see how it goes. So for those that may be listening in, or maybe they're newer listeners, 7 and I, we've done several shows. Go back to the back catalog. Every time we've gotten together, it's been fucking fire, man. Great feedback. People love it, man. So I have no question that today will be no different. But I did name the show Everything is Fake and Rainbows. I only put rainbows. I wanted to put Everything is Fake and Gay, but due to being on a number of different platforms, I wasn't sure how they were going to react to that title, so I put rainbows. I hope people understand that. But there's a lot of shit to cover, man, and and I want to make sure we hit definitely a few rabbit holes. So what I plan on doing is going over a couple things, and whatever you have in mind as well, man. There's no set script on any of this shit. Let's hit them up. Let's give our thoughts, and then at some point, if anyone at all, if you're listening in live right now, put some shit in the live chat, especially on the Rumble chat. That's where I pay attention more than I don't really pay attention to Odyssey. So if you're in Odyssey talking all kinds of shit, I'm probably not going to see it. Go to the Rumble chat. And if you disagree, like if we start talking about the Trump assassination, you're getting triggered. It was real. They tried to kill my president. I want you to fucking call in.
Yeah.
If you agree with me and 7, it's not to be rude. I don't really want to talk to you. This is not the show for it. So don't take it personal. I want to talk to someone that fucking disagrees. So whatever we may be talking, if you disagree, call in. And we're not going to clown you. I want to hear you out. I want to understand how the fuck you can see the Trump assassination and think that shit's real. And fall for that shit. I want to understand it.
I might clown them a little bit.
Yeah, you may get clowned, but call in. Regardless. A lot of people will talk shit. They'll get mad. They'll talk shit. I'm like, all right, here's the opportunity. Don't get mad. Don't cry in the live chat. Don't leave a comment when the fucking video's already uploaded. Have some balls, have some courage, and fucking call in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm here for it, man. I haven't done something like that before, but I feel like it'd be a good time.
I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So that's the thing. If you are listening live, put it in the live chat. Make it known. Say, hey, I disagree. I want to call in. I'll fucking put the StreamYard right there. So again, when I put that StreamYard, if you agree with us, this is not the show to, to agree with us. Do it in the live chat. Have a blast. It always gets lively in the live chat. So make some friends. Go to town there. But the StreamYard will be for those that disagree. And I think Steve wants to call in as well too. So Steve will join in on. He questions a lot of the same shit that we do. So Steve from AM Wake Up will be at some point joining us.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah! But I first, I guess, I want to touch on an appearance I made on Monday on Union of the Unwanted. Some people have said that it has slowly turned into Union of the Normies. It's been a show that I have been invited on quite a few times. I don't even know how many times. The last time I appeared was this Monday, and there was some fireworks. I made it an effort that I was not going to be quiet this time around. All the other times that I've been on, I've just sat back. Let people say their things. I'll say one or two things. I've been polite. I've wore my little, I ate my tea and crumpets for the most time. But I said, you know what? I ain't going to be quiet. And Jason fucking Burmish is getting called out tonight. He's on that fucking hit list. And so because I will call out Jason fucking Burmish, I may be banned from ever going back on the Union of the Unwanted, and I give zero fucks. I don't care. So Jason fucking Burmish, let's get it onto him. This is a fucking clown that is most known for the documentary Loose Change. I did a show with him a few years back. One of the things that used to attract me about Jason Burmish was how he used to shit on the left and the right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Loose Change, pretty cool fucking feature, docu series or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Pretty good, pretty well done. And then I used to follow him long before I even started doing my show. I followed him, because I liked his quote unquote work. I had him on. I can't remember what episode it was, but I had him on my fucking show. And then he started thinking he was the shit. Well, before he started thinking he was the shit, he was online begging, hurting for money. Like, oh man, I need donations, guys. I'm getting shadow banned on YouTube. You know what I mean? I can't blame a motherfucker. There ain't no money in truth. So you gotta get some support from your people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but he was kind of overdoing it, almost annoyingly. I'm like, all right, man, maybe times are rough for him. And then all of a sudden, son of a bitch gets picked up by Red Voice Media.
Red Voice.
And he starts pushing right-wing talking points. Starts pushing MAGA talking points. Starts pushing pro-Trump fucking propaganda. And as soon as I saw him, like, fuck this guy, man. What the fuck is this shit? I respected you before, but now some people may say that I'm a hater. But no, man, I was like, this dude is pushing an agenda. Yeah. And so I'm only bringing this up. I'm prefacing what I'm about to say with that. Monday comes around on the Union of the Unwanted. If you missed it, it is show 110. and I was not quiet. So check out show 110 of Union and They Wanted, and I made sure I called that motherfucker out because this motherfucker, it's dangerous what he's doing, in my opinion. And I want to hear what you think, Seven, because I know you were yelling at the screen. I know you were fucking fired up, and that's all we're gonna talk about it right now. Fuck that motherfucker. Fuck Jason Burmis. He's a fucking bullshit propagandist who, on the Union of the Wanted teaser, spoiler alert, whatever, but he was pushing that the Trump assassination was real and the Secret Service was trying to kill Trump. And I found a clip, and I'm gonna play it, where the motherfucker's crying. Crying with the Trump assassination fake attempt. And I called him out on it. And I said, no, fuck that shit. That shit was fake as fuck. Yeah. And so that kind of set the tone for the rest of the show, back and forth all the way around. So enough of me, man. What were your thoughts for the Monday night show, bro?
So as I was watching it, you know, I started to see this pattern where it seemed like you and Sam Tripoli and Monica were like really, really adamant about, hey, can we stop falling for like, maybe we shouldn't just trust everything that the government says happened, right? Like the official reports, you know, we look at like the 9/11 reports and, you know, the Iraq war bullshit, and they're going to use that as like proof that it actually happened. And that's what they're leaning on. And the one thing that stuck out to me, which it wasn't specifically about the assassination attempt, but when he said, Epstein is dead, I heard it from some ATF guys. I was like, what? You're going to believe okay, all right, that's fine. Let's just forget Waco. Like, insane.
What kind of shit is that, bro? That is so ridiculous.
Yeah.
He was pushing official mainstream talking points.
The 9/11 hijacking. And like, first of all, I'm never going to believe any fucking thing that TMZ is reporting on the news. They're for like gossip celebrity things. That's a distraction bread and circuses institution. They're not supposed to like tell you the actual truth. So all that shit that he said about this like huge special that they had and all that, okay, whatever, that's fine. It seemed like it was mainly him and that guy Ricky, where they were almost trying to gatekeep, where, you know, it's things that there was evidence and like questions that you guys were asking, and they were appealing to authority by saying, well, the government said. And I'm like, that's your first mistake. You should never believe the government.
Yeah, man. That was the biggest issue that I had. And one of the reasons why I started... Sorry, I'm trying to set up the Burmis Trump thing. But before I get there, I want to discuss it a little bit more, because that's why I titled the show, you know, Is Everything Fake and Gay? Because I'm at the point where I don't know what is real or what is fake. I mean, I question it all, man. That's all I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And just fucking taking official narratives at their face value, to me, is fucking retarded, man.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know, I'm gonna leave these guys' names out of it, because I do like them. I do like them. They're my friends, you know. That's the only reason. But if they hear this, they know exactly who I'm gonna be referring to. But I got a couple friends, man. They're in the podcasting game, been in it for a while, and one of them is now trusting right-wing conservative Fox News talking points, even Jesus. Bragging that his spouse voted for fucking Trump. What the fuck? That's a flex. Insane. And then I got another friend. It's crazy, because this other friend is now spouting off left-wing talking points, as if that's the fucking truth. Because look, man, they hate Trump. That's great. It's still fucking propaganda, man. Doesn't matter if it's the fucking left. Doesn't matter if it's the right. It's all fucking fake and gay, man.
Yeah.
And they just take turns Sometimes one side will be speaking truth bombs. A couple years later, the other side is speaking truth bomb. I mean, it's just the constant back and forth with the pendulum. This is something I brought up on You Know They Want to. How the fuck do you guys keep falling for this shit each and every fucking time, man? And I didn't get what was their answer. There was no good answer to that.
None.
It's a fucking joke, bro.
Well, and I'm pretty sure didn't the conversation kind of became like, you're just asking questions and you're not like providing evidence, and it's like, well, I'm okay, so I have to try to prove a negative. Then is what's happening is I have to try to prove something isn't real, like the assassination attempt. You can't prove a negative. All you can do is question what actually happened and the details. And I mean, like David McGowan, that's like his thing is like, I mean, I can't prove the moon landing didn't happen. All I can do is question all the things about the moon landing and show you how fucking silly the whole thing is. And it's like Black Rock Kid sneaks through all this shit, and just so happens turns right at the exact moment. The female secrets, I mean, all the things that you were basically like screaming at them to get them to understand how ridiculous it all is.
Yeah, 100%. It's a joke. So I wanted to play the all right. Okay. I just wanted to set it up because I didn't want to show where. Just make sure where I got this clip. This was a specially donated clip. I wanted to keep that anonymous donors attention. Okay, here we go. Let me put it on the screen here. Okay, here we go. Listen to this clip. This is Jason Burmis. The day he found out Trump allegedly got his head almost blown off. You be the judge.
Right. We'll set that. We might have to live. I wasn't ready for that.
What the fuck? Why is it not playing? Let's try this right now. Let me know if you can hear it.
Right.
Oh, I know why. My dumbass.
Right.
Okay, here we
We'll
go.
set that. We might have to set that up live. Right. We'll set that. We might have to set that up live. I wasn't ready for this. What won't they do? What won't they do? Will they start something?
Somebody get that man an Oscar.
Russia? Will they start something that literally cost the lives of hundreds of millions of people? Hundreds in a flash? It's all on the table. I mean, we've been talking about this for a very long time. They put a zombie in office. And now all of a sudden they're talking about his dementia. The guy just almost got shot in the head. We're gonna go to a freeze frame of this.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. What won't they do? What won't they do? You fucking clown, bro. You fucking clown. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
It was insane for him to like invoke the idea that 100 million people were gonna die if Trump would have gotten shot in the head. It's like, what the fuck? So I have to choose between Trump being my president or 100 million people die? Was that like the premise there? What was he trying to frame that with?
I don't know, bro. It's an absolute I don't know, man. You can't call it any other way than fucking grifting, you know?
Yeah.
When you see that most of your base is MAGA and you're gonna play to their emotions. Oh man, they almost killed our Lord and Savior Donald Trump. Now I'm gonna make a fucking live stream and cry in front of the fucking camera. That's grifting.
Yeah.
That's fucking grifting. And so on the Union of the Wanted by him, I'm gonna push back. And this Wheezy guy, he doesn't know any better. President Trump almost got killed. It's scripting, man.
Yeah.
And I challenged them to a debate. I challenged them, let's debate the presidential assassination, the fake-ass assassination attempt. I also challenged him with the moon landings. This son of a bitch is pushing that NASA made it to the fucking moon.
I know, that was insane.
He's pushing a bunch of fucking mainstream propaganda. So, I don't know, man. I don't think most people that listen to me respect that Burmese motherfucker, but, you know, maybe there are some people that are still falling for that son of a bitch's shit. And you know what? If Burmese, if you're listening, I'll fucking hit you the StreamYard link. I don't know. If you think we're wrong, fucking hit it up. I don't give a fuck, man.
Well, I mean, the second that you said that he got signed to that Red Voice Media thing, I mean, I'm looking at all the other people that are on there, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, and it's also, when you see these guys and you've been studying them for a while, like I did, I was following him. I used to have respect for him, and he goes from rags to I wouldn't say riches, but better off situation where he's no longer begging for money, and now he thinks he's the shit. Now he's wearing some decent suits and shit. People forget that he kind of got a big name when he was working at InfoWars, filling in for Alex Jones.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So you start analyzing all these little things like, God damn, man. And this is the guy that our community is supposed to trust, is supposed to revere and respect. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm not going with it. So if people want to get butthurt over that, go ahead, man. But there's some serious questions. This son of a bitch worked for InfoWars. He's pushing agendas. Yeah. It's clear as shit. Who else is pushing that he almost got killed? Alex fucking Jones, the whole fucking InfoWars crew.
Yeah. The entire right-wing mainstream media, the left-wing mainstream media is also, like, it's weird because Alex Jones has only responded to me a couple times, and one of them was when I said that the Butler assassination was staged, and he was like, everything's staged but you. And I'm like, there was a reason that he went out of his way to try to say that on that one thing that I said, because it got, like, a little bit of traction or whatever. And I think he was like trying to dispel that it could have been staged. Because I think it was.
Yeah, I agree. And so with that being said, how about we break it down? I did a couple of shows in the past. I did one a few hours with Steve Poikonen, literally a few hours after the original Butler bullshit. And then I did I think the week after, a couple weeks after, I did a show with Monica Perez. I was just on her show just the other day. I fucking love Monica, man. Super intelligent. She's fucking awesome. She was on the Union and then Wanted, siding with me.
That was great.
Monica's badass, man. So shout out to Monica Perez. But I did a couple shows with both of them on the Trump assassination. And the reason I'm bringing it up now, because we're almost coming up on a year since this bullshit happened. And so I figured, I go, Seven, let's fucking do a show on it. Let's break it down. Let's break it down why you think it's fake. I'll give my thoughts as to why I think it's fake. But before we get there, let's examine the whole fucking thing in its entirety. Yeah, it's been a while. And if at any point you want me to stop the video, let me know. And we shall do so in orderly fashion.
All right,
let's see. So let me get my shoes. Let's watch the whole damn thing. God damn, that is so ridiculous. All right, let's make sure our quality is the highest quality. The fuck? This is supposed to be 4K, 720? All right, whatever. All right, let's play it.
It's so you can't see the lack of bullet.
That's true. So I don't know how in depth you looked at it. So I'm gonna be looking at it. You know what? Let me make the screen as big as possible, because I want all of us to watch it in all its glory. And if at any time you want me to stop it, just tell me to pause and I'll do the same. But I've seen this fucking video so many fucking times. Take a look at everyone. Even right now, as it's frozen right here.
The guy in the top left.
Right here, this guy, yeah.
He's shady.
Yeah, very shady. Pretty much everyone, bro. This lady right here, she starts smiling and takes out her phone and starts recording. Where are the cell phones?
Nowhere.
Where are the cell phones?
I see one, and it's the guy It's like behind the guy with the bucket hat.
Yeah, right
there.
here.
Yeah,
Boom.
that's
So,
it.
I'm gonna try to freeze the frame exactly when the first shot rings out. I counted 4.
All right.
Four fucking phones in 2024 when everyone's got their phones at all fucking times. In my mind, in my opinion, instructions were out. Do not have your phone out. You know, like it's hard. It's kind of like the lunar lander video. I want people. Maybe some of you have never seen this footage. This footage is passed off as authentic. Fucking atomic bomb test footage. In my opinion, it was done with model, little toy model of buildings and shit like that. That is my opinion. And I'm only telling you this right now. As we play it, keep that in the back of your mind. So let's watch this. The full screen. All right. Here we have this. Look at that shit. That looks so fake, bro.
Pause it.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay.
All right. So go back to before
let's
the
go
explosion.
back. Okay, here we go.